At first, it feels harmless. You say no. You set a limit. You express a need. And suddenly, everything changes. Their mood shifts. Their tone sharpens. They act confused, offended, or wounded, all because you asked for something simple. Here's the truth: narcissists aren't scared of you. They're terrified of your boundaries. And today, I'm going to explain exactly why. 1. The real reason boundaries feel like an attack to them. To a healthy person, a boundary is normal. To a narcissist, a boundary is a threat. Why? Because boundaries interrupt the one thing they depend on: unlimited access to you. Access to your time, emotional energy, empathy, forgiveness, attention, resources, self-doubt. The moment you say "I won't allow this anymore," you shatter the illusion that they control the dynamic. You stop being their supply, and start becoming your own person again. That terrifies them. 2. Why your no feels like abandonment to them. A narcissist doesn't see you as a partner. They see you as a reflection, a tool, a source of regulation. When you set a boundary, they don't think, "She's protecting her peace." They think, "She's pulling away from me. I'm losing control." Your boundary activates their deepest wound, the abandonment wound they have never healed. And instead of dealing with that pain, they punish you for causing it. 3. The 3 phases of a narcissist's reaction to boundaries. Phase 1: Confusion. They pretend they don't understand the boundary. They ask you to explain it. Not because they want clarity, but because confusion gives them time to manipulate. Phase 2: Testing. They'll push the line on purpose. Small violations, side comments, backhanded jokes, forgetfulness. They want to see, will you enforce it? Or will you collapse? Phase 3: Punishment. If you hold your boundary, they escalate. Withdrawal, guilt, silent treatment, rage, accusations, blame, triangulation. It's never about the boundary. It's about the loss of control. 4. Boundaries expose who they really are. Here's something most people never realize. Healthy people respect boundaries automatically. Narcissists try to negotiate with them. Why? Because your boundary is the first time they can't shape you. It exposes that they never wanted partnership, they wanted dominance. When you say, "I don't accept that," they hear, "You can't own me." And that breaks the fantasy they built around you. 5. Your boundary threatens their supply system. Narcissists operate like emotional parasites, they need a host. Your boundaries do 3 terrifying things. 1. They cut off unlimited supply. Your attention rationed, your empathy selective, your emotional labor reduced. They panic because their fuel source is no longer guaranteed. 2. They expose their lack of self-regulation. A boundary forces them to sit with feelings they don't want to feel. Shame, insecurity, jealousy, inadequacy. They can't tolerate these emotions. So they blame you for triggering them. 3. They shatter their illusion of superiority. Your boundary says, "I matter. My needs matter. My peace matters." They can't stand that. 6. Why you feel scared to set boundaries. You've been conditioned to fear the consequences. You were trained to believe their anger is your fault. Their disappointment is dangerous. Their silence means you did something wrong. Their sadness is your responsibility. So now, even healthy boundaries feel like aggression. But it's not you. It's trauma. It's conditioning. It's the nervous system learning survival over self-respect. That's why setting boundaries now feels like walking through fire, but that fire is burning away everything they taught you to fear. 7. What happens when you finally hold the boundary? 1. They escalate. This is their last attempt to regain control. 2. They collapse. They play the victim. They become fragile, helpless, misunderstood. This is manipulation, not vulnerability. 3. They detach. If they can't control you, they withdraw. But don't be fooled, this is strategic. It's to punish you into compliance. 4. They replace. If they realize their old tactics don't work, they look for a new source of supply. This is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their emotional emptiness. 8. What happens to you when you hold the boundary? You start to feel something you haven't felt in a long time. Yourself. Clarity. Safety. Self-respect. A sense of grounding. A return to your intuition. Your nervous system slowly recalibrates. You heal. You become harder to manipulate. You become someone they can't use, and that's when you finally break the trauma bond. Your boundaries aren't rude. They're not selfish. They're not too much. They are the line between who you were when you were surviving and who you're becoming now that you're healing. And when a narcissist fears that line, it's because it protects the version of you they can no longer control. If this resonated with you, subscribe. Not out of support, but because every video we make here is a step back to your power, your clarity, and your peace.